Lovely Tuesday mid-afternoon here on Ticket Talk, guys. What is good, my friends? What a Knicks game last night. Wasn't that like Wemby getting the calls and so forth? And I didn't think I saw Scott Foster reffing the game, but obviously we're guaranteed a game 5 now. We'll update New York Knicks pricing for game 3 or game 4 in a second. But we got Brad Clements Law. We're here at the finish line, guys, of this massive lawsuit against StubHub. And I can tell you right now, you got to get in by like noon tomorrow, Wednesday. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait a while because we have literally over $2 million in claims for 150 buyers and sellers that were wronged by the worst exchange on the planet, the most deceptive exchange on the planet called StubHub. And you better hurry up. BradClementsLaw.com. Reach out to me today. If you reach out to me tomorrow, I'm going to say you're SOL here for a while until we get round 2 together, which could be a while. So I'm telling you guys, if you have been wronged by StubHub as a buyer and or seller, you better get to me today. I'll shoot you a text, introduce you to Brad, and we'll get you in this suit with the court hearing happening here in early July. So urgency's out for Brad Clements Law. Just want to make you guys aware of that. We got TicketCon 2026, guys. I think it's coming around the corner on July 26, 2026 in New Orleans, guys. And I can tell you right now, we're right before the Dinosaur Conference. A lot of sales. We're going to release the schedule here in a couple days. We got Tommy D. We got Ticket Vision. I'm trying to get Keith from Ticket Data to come. I'm trying to get the CEO of Ticketmaster to come, or the president, Samil. So we're reimagining ticketing in an open market. And I want you guys to come, especially if you're going to be in New Orleans for the conference after. But if you're a fan, if you love live events, that's what TicketCon's all about. We want to build this conference for everyone passionate for ticketing and live events in the ecosystem in 2027 and beyond. So this is just the start. But we'd love to see you there, food and beverage included. I'll be there. Producer MCF will be there. We'll have food. We'll have beverage. We're going to have a great time down in New Orleans here next month for TicketCon. My Lord, let's see what is going on with NBA Finals Game 3. So, we were so crazed about the potential New York Knicks win last night, which probably would have set about a $15,000 ticket getter right now and sent us down to $4,584. It was at $9,000 in the fourth quarter, so literally has dropped in half since last night, since the game ended. So what do we expect to see? Obviously, more tickets on the marketplace. There'll be more tickets, again, on Ticketmaster resale at 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight, which will update you on X. But obviously, you think a $4,584 getting any other year would be crazy, but we're just spoiled from what happened from Game 3 on Monday. So we expect kind of the same results for Game 4 that we saw in Game 3, potentially below $4,000 get-in by the time tip-off reaches tomorrow, Wednesday at 8:30. But obviously, lower levels are still extremely pricey. But the upper levels, if you are Gen Pop, you're on Klarna, you're looking to get a deal, and tomorrow might be your best bet for NBA Finals Game 4 at Madison Square Garden, which we'll keep you posted on. Guys, we are here so closely here with the FIFA World Cup, and I want to go to ticketdata.com because Keith makes my job so much easier, and he says every time I tweet something out, he gets 25 new followers. Well, Keith, you just created a simple platform that makes my job easier, that makes producer Mike's job easier, and that makes the whole Ticket Talk Discord's life easier. We thank you ever so much. So we hope to see you at TicketCon, by the way. But let's go to FIFA World Cup and see what is going on. They have so many tickets available, but they're not really decreasing prices much. So we're 48 hours from the first match in Mexico on Thursday. But if you look at these get-ins, they're expensive. I mean, obviously some in the threes, but nothing crazy as of yet. So really, we're looking at the next 48 hours of FIFA of what is going to happen and what is going to really go on, because they have least a couple 100,000 tickets to move between the 104 games that start on Thursday. And every day starting Thursday, we will update you, as we promised back last December, on all 104 games. So let's just go to the U.S. game, if we can find it, MCF. And you know, it is just unbelievable that this is finally here after 8 years of waiting. And I really want to go to the U.S. matches. And Keith has so much information here that it's tough to find. It's tough to find. He's just got so much information. I probably should just have him come on the show, MCF, like tomorrow, right? USA Soccer. There we go. Okay. So let's take a look at USA Paraguay at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on Friday. So obviously we're biased because we're reporting USA. So if you go back in time, back to September when these went on sale, 1,502 get it. At the climax, 2,163 at its peak. It's really kind of stayed steady over the last 5 months or so. And really over the last month or two. So I'm really going to see how much this goes down. It definitely is going to go below 907. So it's definitely a pace to wait for USA Paraguay. Let's look at some of the other games, and we're going to shift over to SeatGeek because it just lays the list so our viewers can obviously see stuff better. If I can get to FIFA World Cup via SeatGeek. And you guys, we're looking for a marketplace to be our partner. So we're not sold on SeatGeek forever. But Mexico City, South Africa, kind of like the New York Knicks pricing, 3,018 get in. Not much supply available, though. Kind of a closed market in Mexico City. So obviously only 84 listings. That's going to create that Super Bowl New York Knicks final type of pricing for Mexico, which is very stoked for the FIFA World Cup and so forth. But if we go to like South Korea, Slovakia, only 2 matches on opening day on Thursday. So we're going to obviously keep an eye on those. The 2 matches in Mexico start on Thursday. And then we head over to Toronto for Canada versus Bosnia. And we're at the MLS field there, less capacity, closed market. So not a bad deal. 635 get in currently, about 443 listings for that game. And then we go to Brazil, Morocco, which is the big one on Saturday, June 13th, the first big one here in the States. And I can tell you right now, not a lot of listings, lots of scarcity being played. We're going to keep a close eye on this, MCF, Brazil, Morocco, here at MetLife Stadium on Saturday nights. And it does, obviously, it is interesting enough, the same time as Game 5 is going on for the NBA Finals. So is that going to detract New Yorkers? Will that kind of decay the market? No one's talked about that, producer MCF. Will that decay the market for New Yorkers usually going to this game? May not go to this game or may sell their tickets because it conflicts with the NBA Finals for Game 5. It's something definitely to pay attention to, which we will all week. Brazil, Morocco, my Lord. And we got Haiti, Scotland on Saturday night, 6:69. A lot of people talking about this game in Boston with the Haitians, battling the Scottish. So will the Haitians beat the Scottish? I don't think so. But obviously a lot of scarcity going on with these games. So we know what FIFA is doing, MCF, is they're playing the scarcity game as we kind of reflect from the entire rest of weekend 1 of the FIFA World Cup, which we will cover, guys. As you know, we're the only network that is covering all 104 games for the FIFA World Cup here on the Ticket Talk Network. So what we're going to do, guys, you got to shoot me DMs. What's going on? We're all FIFA. We're all NBA Finals. Before we go for the day, let's check on the Stanley Cup. I know that we have some hockey fans in the stream. Says, Scott, you don't cover hockey enough. Well, I'm just not a hockey fan. But, hey, we cover all major live events here on the Ticket Talk Network. And here we are. We got Game 4 at T-Mobile Arena. It's nothing spectacular, nothing to get excited about. Just under a $600 get-in at T-Mobile Arena in Vegas tonight for Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. And biggest Golden Knights won in, I think, OT last game up 2-1. So obviously we'll see what happens there as the series will again shift to Carolina for Game 5. So, guys, what we're going to do is, you guys got 2 places to follow us on X, Ticket Talk Net. Scott Freeman 3 is back. So those that didn't get the memo, we did get back after 2 weeks of hiatus of doing nothing wrong. Elon Musk did let us back. So Scott Freeman 3 back on X. You guys are more than willing to DM me any of intel, any takes, any questions. I try to get to everybody as fast as I can. So stay tuned. Extremely busy week ahead. We're less than 48 hours from the 2026 FIFA World Cup. 104 games to cover. It's going to be a busy summer. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll talk later. Stay lean and clean.